Hiya, here is what me eat in a day. Me start morning at Hooper's store with delicious bowl of oatmeal with blueberries.
There do appear to be a myriad of health benefits to the consumption of oats, including preventing multiple diseases including atherosclerosis, dermatitis, certain forms of cancer, improving gut health, the immune system, as well as improving waist circumference, BMI, waist-to-hip ratio, lipid profile, total cholesterol, weight, appetite, and blood pressure. For grain, they do have a fair bit of protein, fiber, and micronutrients. Blueberries also appear to be associated with a reduced risk of cardiovascular disease, all-cause mortality, type 2 diabetes, and excess adiposity, as well as appear to be protective for cognitive function and cognitive health, and appear to beneficially modulate the gut microbiome. My first thought when I saw this breakfast was protein, because it has been demonstrated that a protein-rich breakfast improves appetite, increases satiety, improves cognitive control around food, motivation, and reward, and appears to be more effective than a higher protein dinner for improving skeletal muscle mass. But then I found out that Cookie Monster is about 38 inches tall and weighs 10 pounds. And in this breakfast, he's getting 12 grams of protein, meaning he's actually technically getting all of his daily protein intake just at breakfast. However, if you weigh more than Cookie Monster, you may benefit from adding a protein source into this meal. And this breakfast may be a fantastic time to add in some herbs and spices.
Okay, and me also eat the bowl. Very high in fiber and less dishes that way.
I couldn't find any data on the consumption of glass in humans or the fiber content of glass bowls. Therefore, based on the current scientific literature, I do not feel that I am comfortable recommending the consumption of glass.
After playing with me friends, me have snack break. Yummy pecans.
The consumption of pecans does appear to be favorable for health, including reducing the risk of obesity, cardiovascular disease, cancer, and neurological diseases, which may confer protection against cardiovascular disease, neurodegenerative diseases, chronic inflammation, cancer, obesity, and type 2 diabetes.
Now it's dinner time. Me having light meal of spaghetti and broccoli.
Despite the negative narrative around pasta, observational studies indicate that higher intakes of pasta either show no impact on body weight or a slight reduction. But most clinical trials indicate that pasta does not either contribute to weight gain or hinder weight loss. And in children, pasta consumption is linked to greater nutrient intakes and improved diet qualities. We do have data indicating that whole grains may be more favorable than refined grains when it comes to body composition. And whole grain consumption appears to reduce the risk of type 2 diabetes, cardiovascular disease, and multiple forms of cancer. Thus, consuming a whole grain pasta might be beneficial. I couldn't tell if tomato sauce was used on this dish. However, tomatoes and tomato products contain lycopene, which appears to be protective against cancer, cardiovascular disease, cognitive disabilities, and osteoporosis. And interestingly, multiple studies have indicated that lycopene from thermally processed tomato products, including tomato sauce, is more bioavailable than lycopene from fresh tomatoes. Therefore, tomato products, including tomato sauce, may still bring about a multitude of benefits associated with tomato consumption. And as you may expect, broccoli has a broad spectrum of health benefits, including reducing inflammation, reducing the risk of cancer, reducing blood pressure, blood glucose, blood lipids, and preventing against things such as cardiovascular disease, diabetes, and multiple other degenerative diseases. And it's rich in fiber and multiple micronutrients.
And one thing me not have to noodle on is dessert. Cookie!
Cookie Monster is demonstrating a dietary pattern referred to as flexible dieting, in which all foods can fit into his dietary pattern, given by the end of the day he meets his protein, calories, and micronutrient targets. And flexible dieting actually appears to be associated with improvements in weight loss over a 12-month time period, as well as associated with a lower risk of disordered eating patterns around food. With that being said, there is a way to improve the quality of your cookie, by enriching it with health-promoting compounds such as fruits, specific flours such as sweet potato flour or oat flour, specific spices such as cinnamon, 100% cacao, cacao nibs, vanilla extract, the sweetener allulose, which is associated with improvements in glucose and appetite control, and maybe something such as macadamia nuts. Based on his body weight, Cookie Monster appears to be getting more than enough fiber, protein, and micronutrients. However, these targets may need to be modulated for human consumption by increasing protein intake and slightly increasing micronutrient intake, specifically the B vitamins. And I'm still not yet comfortable recommending the consumption of glass dishware for fiber. With that being said, if you would like an individualized approach to nutrition and lifestyle to optimize your health, energy, and body composition, send me a DM to sign up for coaching.